Henning Alexander von Kleist was an 18th-century Prussian field marshal. He fought in the War of Spanish Succession, the Great Northern War, and in the Wars of Austrian Succession. In particular, his actions at the Battle of Mollwitz brought him acclaim. Although he had long been a stalwart supporter of Prussian military developments by the Prussian kings Frederick and Frederick William I family, Kleist belonged to an old Pomeranian family that stemmed from the year 1175, and the family served the Duke Bogislaw X, Duke of Pomerania in his wars. In the 14th century, the family divided into three lines, from three brothers. The oldest line was Dubrow-Tuko line, the Muttern-Damon line, and the third Bilnau-Radatz, which ended in 1784. In total, the Kleist line produced more than 19 generals and an assortment of poets, inventors, scientists, and philosophers. Henning Alexander von Kleist was born on the 4th of May in 1676–1677 in Radatz in Pomerania. He was the third son of Joachim Daniel von Kleist, and his first wife Maria Catherine von Rommel. His father married 3 times. The first wife, Maria Catherine von Rommel, the 18th of May 1644–1672 married, and died the 3rd of January 1685. She was the second daughter of Heinrich von Rommel and Else Sophia von Munchauer, from Bulgren. She bore 4 sons, and 1 daughter, Jürgen. Philipp Heinrich initially served in Prussian military, but after a duel, left Prussia and settled in Brussels. He married Antonia Catherine van der Linden on the 26th of February 1704. He entered French service as a lieutenant in the Regiment de la Mer, fought in the War of Spanish Succession and died on the 10th of September 1709, in the Battle of Malplaquet. He had 1 son, Ludwig, who died on the 18th of May 1780, without legitimate descendants. Henning Alexander, Maria Catherine, the 10th of February 1677, the 23rd of May 1701, married Jürgen Heinrich von Kleist, the 27th of February 1753. Richard Christian, called himself Richard, served in the military infantry regiment Bork. By the 7th of May 1714, he was Major. 24 July 4 August 1718, stationed in Kolberg as commander. The 22nd of October 1718, Lt. Colonel with the infantry regiment Mosel. Died in Basel 1723. Leopold died without male issue. Balthasar Gustav, the 16th of April 1689 to 8 April 1694. Military service. Kleist served in the Prussian military during the reigns of 3 kings, Frederick I, Frederick William I, and Frederick the Great. He joined the Prussian military in the Altanholt Regiment in 1698–1699, and saw active service continuously from the War of Spanish Succession, which began in 1701, until the Peace of Utrecht in 1713. He served in campaigns in the Netherlands, France and the Italian states under the command of Leopold I, Prince of Anhalt-Dessau, known as the Old Dessauer. Consequently, he learned the military craft under the leadership of one of the foremost infantry commanders of the age. He fought at the memorable Battle of Blenheim in 1704 in the wing commanded by Prince Eugene of Savoy. During the 1704 campaign, he also saw action under the leadership of the legendary Turcan Louis. After the victories in southern Germany, his regiment went to northern Italy, where it participated in the fighting of Cassano in 1705. He also helped to break the siege at Turin in 1706, as part of the relief column that attacked the French army. Subsequently, he served in the Great Northern War, and participated in the lengthy siege of Stralsund. He acquired the patent as chief of his regiment in 1718, which he held until retirement in 1723. In 1726 he was recalled to service by Frederick William I. In 1730 he acquired the patent as proprietor of the old Prussian infantry regiment, which, in 1806, became Regiment No. 26. He held that patent until his death in 1749. During the decade of the 1730s, he was in regular communication with the then Prince Frederick, and became one of his trusted commanders. During the War of Austrian Succession in 1741, as a lieutenant general, he commanded the city Kolberg. As a participant in the Battle of Mollwitz, his infantry regiment not only held its line despite the flight of the Prussian cavalry, but subsequently attacked the Austrian line with such ferocity that he and his soldiers received special mention in Kurt Christoph Graf von Schwerin's report. He was wounded in the fighting. The regiment's actions here reflected the iron training imposed by the Prince of Anhalt-Dessau on his subordinates, and the subsequent training of their own regiments. In addition, the Prussian infantry benefited not only from the discipline of drill but also the latest in military technology. Unlike their Austrian counterparts, they had iron ramrods which allowed them to fire faster and more accurately. After the battle, he was made a Knight of the Order of the Black Eagle on 15 April 1741, and later awarded the Order pour le Mérite. During the Silesian Wars, in 1744 he acquired as war booty the gold-plated carriage originally belonging to Jan Sobieski. Kleist gave the carriage to his local church. In 1745 Kleist was promoted to General of Infantry and 2 years later, in 1747, to Field Marshal. At the conclusion of her troop review, he was promoted at the same time as Count Friedrich Ludwig, Graf Zudoniker-Winden, von Kalkstein, Joachim Christoph von Jitsi and Dietrich of Anhalt-Dessau. He became ill in 1749. Von Kleist died on the 22nd of August, at age of 73. Descendants. Kleist married Albertine Marie von Biedersee, daughter of Georg Burchardt of Biedersee from Ilberstadt, who died on the 23rd of June 1731 in Rindbett. She bore him 7 sons and 3 daughters. Nicholas Valentine died as a child. Charlotte Louisa married Conrad von der Goltz. Friedrich Wilhelm, born c. January 1718. But this child also died young. Leopold, born the 29th of January 1719 in Hall. He entered military service in the Munchau Regiment on the 7th of September 1738, and was promoted to first lieutenant on the 6th of August 1741. He attained the rank of colonel, and died in 1787 in Euenhagen bei Coslin. Wilhelmine Philippine, born 1720, 1745, married War and Land Minister Georg Ernst. Helene Albertine Christiane, born 1722, in 174, married the colonel of the watch Casimir Ernst von Schmeling. Friedrich Albrecht Christian, the 21st of December 1723 to 11 March 1724. Wilhelm Alexander 1724 to 19 February 1725. Alexander Ludwig, the 25th of October 1725 to 20 May 1751. Wilhelm Christoph, the 1st of August 1727. As a 19-year-old, he entered the Holy Orders of the Knights of St. John. In 1749, he volunteered as a Freikorporal in the regiment of Major General Ocharman, known on the 8th of June the following year as Gefreiter Corporal Wilhelm Christoph. He eventually inherited the family properties of Radatzlein. He purchased a position as an ensign in 1755. In the 7 Years' War he was a captain of the Pomeranian Battalion Stosch, and served from 1760 to 1762. He advanced to the position of major before he left military service. In 1768 he lived in Dozero, a property he purchased. He married 3 times. One wife bore him son, but died in 1760 with the boy. The male Radatz-line ended in 1793, with his death. Other family